misadventured, pitiless overthrows, doth with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage,
which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage.
The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss,
our toil shall strive to mend.
Draw thy tool, here comes the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out, quarrel and I will beg thee.
Turn thee back and run.
Fear me not.
No, man, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our side, let them begin.
I will promise they pass by and let them take it as they list.
Yes, they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is disgrace to them if they bear.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law of our side if I say aye?
No.
No, I do not bite my thumb at you, but I bite my thumb.
Do you quarrel?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, I'm for you. I serve as good a man as you.
Say
Well.
better, here comes one of her kinsmen.
Yes, better.
You lie.
Draw if you dare.
What? Fools! Drop your staffs! You know not what you do!
What? Art thou true among these heartless hearts? Turn me! One man there!
I do but keep the peace. Drop your staff, or manage it to part these men with me.
What true? And talk of peace. I hate no one, as I hate now all my accusers and things. Harry! Come, build them poisons! Strike! Beat them down! Down with the Capulets! Down with the Montagues!
What noise is this? Here, give me my long staff. A crutch! Why call you for your staff? And Montague has come and brandishes his staff in spite of me.
Hold me not. Let me go.
Thou shalt not speak one courtesy word. Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this name of stain and steel. What? Will they not hear? You men, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pernicious rage with powerful fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture, from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved queen. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. Capulets, you shall go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon to know our farther pleasure in this case. To all Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel to your throat? Speak, nephew. Were you by when it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours, close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them, but in the instant came the fiery Tybalt, with his staff prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung about his head, and cut the wind. Who nothing hurtful hissed him in scorn. As we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more, and fought on part and part, till the queen came, who parted either part.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am that he was not at this fray.
Early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into the covert of the wood. I, measuring his affections by my own, pursued my humour, not pursuing his, and glad he shed, who gladly fled from me.
Many a morning has he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs. Away from light steals home my heavy sun, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows and locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must this humour prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it, nor can learn of him.
See when he comes. So please, you step aside. I know his grievance, or else be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy in thy stay to hear true shrift. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But you struck 9.
I me. Sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sad it lengthens Romeo's hours.
Not having that, which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favour where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where should we dine? Oh me, what frail is here? And yet tell me not, for I've heard it all. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz. I rather weep.
Good heart at what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast. Love is a smoke made with a fume of sighs, being purged, a fire sparkling in lover's eyes, being vexed, a sea nourished with loving tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my cuz.
So, I will go along. But tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
What? Shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why no? But sadly, tell me, who?
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will, a word ill urged to one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I am so near, when I suppose you love.
A right good markman. Oh, and she is fair, I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, is soonest hit.
Well, in that hit, you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed. From love's weak childish bow she lives uncharmed. She'll not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saints seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies, with beauty dies her store.
When she hath sworn she'll still have chased,
She hath, and in great sparing makes huge waste.
be wronged by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to cool hers exquisite and question more. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What if her beauty but serve as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, my cuz. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that torturing, or I'll die in death.
Lord Montague is bound as well as I in penalty alike. 'Tis not hard, I think, for men as old as we to keep the peace.
Of honourable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at hold so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying aught I have said before, my child is yet a stranger to the world. She has not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride. Ere then we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, her happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. Earth has swallowed all my hopes, but she is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart, my will to her consent is but a part. And she agreed, within her scope of choice lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. And you among the store, one more most welcome, makes my number more. At my poor house look to behold this night, earth treading stars that make dark heavens light. Come, go with me. Go, Sarah, trudge about, and find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, my house and welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker shall meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find them out whose names are written here. But I can never find the persons that the writing person hath here read. I must to the learned.
Tut, man! One fire burns out, another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Give thou some new infections thy eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
I pray, sir, can you read?
I mine own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you learned it without book. I pray, can you read anything you see?
If I know the letters and the language.
Yes, say honestly. Rest you, Mary.
Hey, stay, fellow. I can read. Signor Martino, his wife and daughters, the Count Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Signor Crescento and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, my uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline and Olivia, Signor Valencento and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and his lively Helena. A fair assembly, whither should they come? Whither? To supper?
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great English Capulet. If you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you married.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest, of all the admired beauties of Samarkand. Go thither, and with unattended eye, compare her face with some that I will show, and I will make thee think my swan a crow.
One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun there saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut, man, you saw her fair, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye. But in that crystal scales, let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid that I will show you shining at this feast, and she will scant your wealth that now seems best.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but rejoice in splendour of mine own.
But Juliet!
Mama, who calls?
Your mother!
Madam, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. Thou hearest our counsel. Now, nurse, my daughter is of a pretty age.
Faith, I know her age, unto an hour.
She's not yet 14.
How long is it now to Lammastide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even a rod of all the days in the year, come Lammas Eve, at night shall she be 14. Susan and she, God rest your Christian souls, were of an age. But as I said, come Lammas Eve, at night shall she be 14. That she shall marry, I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now, 11 years, and she was weaned. Oh, I never should forget it. And she could have run and waddled all about, for even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, he was a merry man, took up the shaft. Yea, quoth my husband, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou comest of age. Wilt thou not do? Oh, and by my holiday, the pretty wretch left crying and said, to see how a jest should come about. And yet I warrant, if I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel? And the pretty wretch, it stitched and said,
Enough of this. I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam, yet I cannot help but laugh. To think it should leave crying and say, and yet I warrant it had upon its brow a bump as big as a young cockerel stone, a perilous knock, and it cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou wilt thou. Oh, it stitted and said,
Sit thou too. I pray thee, nurse, say
Peace I have done. Oh, God mark you to his grace. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. I should live to see thee married once I have my wish.
Marry, that marry is the very theme I came to speak of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honour that I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now, for the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
All summer hath not seen such a flower.
In faith, he's a flower, a very flower.
What say you, can you love the gentleman? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read on the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. Examine every married lineament, and see how one another lends content. And what obscured in this fair volume lies, find writ in the margent of his eyes. So shall you share all he doth possesses by having him, making yourself no less.
No less indeed, for women grow bigger by men.
Speak briefly, can you like Paris's love?
I'll look to like, if looking like you, but no more deep when I dark mine eye, in your consent of strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come. Supper served up. Your call, my young lady asked for, the nurse was independent, and everybody in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl, seek happy nights to happy days.
a torch. I'm not for this ambling, being but heavy. I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead that stakes me to the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his like feathers. And so bound I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you'll beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in. A visor for a visor. What care I what curious eyes coat deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in than every man be taken to it.
A torch from me. Let wantons light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels.
Come, we burn daylight, ho.
Nay, that is not so.
I mean, sir, in delay we waste our lights in vain, like lights by day. Take our good meaning for our good six 5 times in that, ere once in our 5 wits.
And we mean well in going to this mosque, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
The dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep. While they do dream things true.
Then I see Queen Mab has been with you. She is a fairy's midwife, and she comes, in shape no bigger than an agate stone, on the forefinger of an old, drawn with a team of little atomi, over men's noses, as they lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, time out to mine the fairies' coachmaker. And in this state, she gallops night by night. We lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Oh, a courtier's knees, who dream on curtsies straight. Oh, a lawyer's fingers, who straight dream on fees. Oh, a lady's lips, who straight on kisses dream. Which oft the angry man with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweet meats tainted are. This is the very man that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf-locks in foul, sluttish hairs, which once untangled, much misfortune bodes. This is the hand, when maids lie on their backs, that press them, and learns at first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace. That talks of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is a thinner substance of the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life, closed in my breast, by some vast forfeit of untimely death.
Strike drum!
But he who hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen.
Where's Podcan against not to take away? Ye shift the trencher, ye straight the trencher. Away with the joint stools. Remove the cord cupboard. Look to the plate. Good thou, save me a piece of the marchpan. Anthony, Podpan! Podpan! Podpan!
Aye, boy, ready.
You look for and call for, ask for and sought for in the great chamber.
We cannot be here and there too. Julie, boys, you rest a while, and the love will ever take off.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes unplayed with corns will walk about with you. Ah, my mistresses, which of you all will now tonight dance? She that makes dainty,
torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, as a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Did my heart's love to now forswear its sight? For I ne'er saw true beauty to this night.
This by his voice should be a Montague. What dares a slave come hither, covered with an antic face to scorn at our solemnity? Now, by the stock and honor of my king, to strike the dare, hold it up a stick.
Now, kinsman, wherefore scorn you so?
This is a Montague, our foe, a villain hither come in spite, to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain, Romeo.
Can be gentle house? Let him alone. He bears a letter for me, gentlemen. It is my will. The witch of Darren's bets. Show of their presence. Put off these frowns. An ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is against. I shall not endure.
He shall be enjoyed.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to. You are a saucy boy. Go to. Is it so indeed? This trick may chance to scale you, I know what. You must contrary me. Marry, 'tis time. Well said, my heart. Or a princox. Go, be quiet, or more light, more light. For shame I'll make you fight. But dear me, my heart.
I will withdraw, but this intrusion, now seeming sweet, shall convert to bitterest scorn.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palms too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, these faith tend to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips, no trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
What's the matter?
Mary Bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise and virtuous. I nurse my daughter that you talk to and all. I'll tell you, let the lady on the bird shall have the chance.
Is she a Capulet? Oh dear account, my life is my foe's debt.
Away, be done, for that's the best.
Aye, so I fear. The more is my unrest.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet here towards. Is it even so? Why then, I thank you all.
What is your gentleman?
Why, that's young Richard.
What's he that now is going out to war?
Sire there of old Siberia.
What's he that follows there, but would not dance?
I know.
Well, go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and Montague, only son of your great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate. Too early seen, unknown, and known too late. For goodness birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
Oh, what's it is?
A rhyme I learned in
honest gentleman. Good night.
Go on. When my heart is here, turn back, dull earth, and find thy centre out.
Romeo!
He is wise, and on my life has stolen him to bed.
He ran this way and left this ordered wall. Call, good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure to. Romeo! Humor! Madman! Passion! Lover! Appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. He heareth not. He stirreth not. He moveth not. The ape is dead, and I misconjure him. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to us.
If he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise a spirit in his mistress's circle of some strange nature, letting it there stand till she had laid it and conjured it down. That was some spite. My invocation is fair and honest. In his mistress's name I conjure only, but to raise up him.
He hid himself among these trees. He consorted with the humorous knights.
Oh, Romeo, oh, that you were an open arse and thou a popperin pear. Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for it is in vain to seek him here, it's not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that you knew she were. She speaks, and just says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heavens, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, and they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. Oh, see how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I mean,
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being o'er my head, as a winged messenger of heaven, and to the white attended wandering eyes of mortals that fall back and gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What is Montague? 'Tis neither hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which you call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection to which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I'll never be Romeo.
What man art thou, that thus bescreened at night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words of thy tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and this place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find me here.
With love's light wings that I perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords.
By whose direction standest thou at this place?
By love's, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as the bar shore, washed with the furthest sea. I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden's blush repent my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. I should have been more strange, and must confess, but that I overheard this, ere I was ware my true love passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tipped with silver all these fruit tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, who is God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear at all. Although I join thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which does cease to be, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart, as that was in my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and to give it to thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. And on, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I'm afeard that being night, all this is but a dream, too flashing sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and then adieu. If that thy bent of love be honourable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rites,
come. But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee, madam, I come anon. To cease thy strife, I leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love, as schoolboys from their books. But love from love, towards school with heavy looks.
Romeo,
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My love,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why to call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I should forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay, having thee still forgetting any other home but this.
It is almost morning. I would have thee gone. And yet, no further than a wanton's bird that lets it hop a little from his hand.
I would I were thy birth.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I would kill thee with much cherishing. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I must say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, and peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence I will to the wise woman's cell, her help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
Oh, the grey-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now ere the sun advanced his burning eye, the day to cheer and night stank dew to dry.
I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. The earth and nature's mother is her tomb. What is her burying grave that is her womb? And from her womb, children of diverse kind, we sucking on her natural bosom find. Many for many, virtues excellent. None but the sun, and yet all different.
Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in plants, herbs, stones, and their true qualities. For naught so vile that on the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Within the infant rind of this weak flower, poison hath residence, and medicine power. For this, being smelt with that parched, being tasted, stays all senses with the heart.
Good morrow, Jasmine.
Greetings. What early tongue so sweet saluted me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused with some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last was true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline? Nay, good Jasmine, no. I forgot that name, and that name's woe.
There, good son. But where hast thou been?
I'll tell you, ere thou ask it me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me, that is by me wounded. Both our remedies within thy help and holy physic lies.
Be play, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so is hers such on mine, and all combined, save what thou canst combine, by holy marriage. When and where and how we met, we wooed, made exchange of vow, I'll tell you as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Angels and demons, what a change is here!
Is Rosaline, that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline. Lo here, upon thy cheek the stain doth sit, of an old tear that is not washed off yet. If ere thou wast thyself, and these woes thine, thou and these woes were all for Rosaline. And art thou changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidst me off for loving Rosaline,
For doting, not for loving pupil mine.
and beds me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
I pray thee, chide me not. Her I love now, doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well I love did read by rote that could not spell. But come, young waverer, come go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistance be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancour to pure love.
Oh, let us hence. I stand in sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home last night?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline torments him so, that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, kinsman to old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master, how he dares being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead, stabbed with a white wench's black eye, run through the ear with a love song, the very pin on his heart, cleft with a blind bowboy's butt. And is he a man to encounter, Tybalt?
Why, which is Tybalt?
More than a prince of cats. He's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing quick song, keeps time, distance and proportion. He rests as minim rests, 1, 2, and a third, in your bosom, the very butcher of a silk button. A duelist, a duelist.
Here comes Romeo.
Without his roe, like a dried herring. Oh, flesh, flesh, how art thou fishified? Signor Romeo, bonjour. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
A single-sword jest, solely singular for its singleness.
Come between us, good Benvolio. My wits faint.
Slits and spurs, raw cry match.
Nay, if our wits run the wild goose chase, I am done. For thou hast more of the wild goose in one of thy wits, than I am sure I have in my whole 5. Was I with you there for the goose?
Thou wast never with me, when thou wast not there, the goose.
I'll bite you by the ear for that jest.
Nay, good goose, by not.
Thy wit is very bitter sweeting. It is a most sharp sauce.
And is it not well served into a sweet goose?
Why, here's the wit of a chevron, that stretches from an inch narrow to an ell broad.
I'll stretch it out for that word broad, which added to the goose, proves thee far and wide a broad goose.
Why, is this no better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo.
Peter? My fan, Peter.
Good Peter, to hide her face. Well, her fan's the fairer face.
Good you good morrow, gentlemen.
Good ye good den, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good dead?
'Tis no less, I tell you. For the bawdy hand with the dart is now upon the prick of noon.
Oh, out upon you! What a man are you!
One gentlewoman God has made, himself to mark.
By my troth, it is well said. Himself to mark, quoth thou. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I might find young Romeo?
I can, but young Romeo will be older when you have found him than when he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for the fourth of a worst.
You say well.
Yea, is the worst well? Very well took in faith. Wisely, wisely.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will indict him to some supper.
Aboard, aboard, so ho! Romeo, will you to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
I'll follow you.
Farewell. Ancient lady. Ancient lady.
I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant is this that is so full of his ropery?
A gentleman, nurse, that loves to hear himself speak, and would talk more in a minute than would stand 2 in a month.
Speak anything against me, I'll take him down, and if he were lustier than he is, and 20 such checks. And if I cannot, I'll find those who shall. Scurvy knave, I'm none of his skeins mates, I'm none of his flirt kills. And thou should stand by too, and suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at his pleasure, but if I had, my weapon would have been here. I warrant you, I dare draw as soon as another man, if I see occasion in a good quarrel, and good law on my side.
Now, afore God, I'm so vexed, every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave! I pray you, sir, a word. As I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out. Now, what she bid me say, I will keep to myself. But first, let me tell you, if you should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behaviour, as they say, for the gentlewoman is young. And if you should deal double with her, it were a very ill kind of behaviour to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady. Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon. There, at the wise woman's cell, she shall be shrived and married. Here is for thy pain.
Oh, no, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to. I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir, she shall be there. Oh, I pray you, sir.
What sayest thou, my dear nurse?
Well, my mistress is the sweetest thing. Lord, Lord, when she were a little prating thing. Oh, there is a nobleman in town, one Paris, that would fain lie knife aboard. But she, good soul, would as lief seen a toad, a very toad, as see him. Oh, I anger her sometimes, tell her that Paris is the proper a gentleman. But you warrant me, when I say so, she would look as pale as any clout in the versal world.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady.
1,000 times! Peter, for in haste.
She promised to return. Now is the sun upon the highmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours. Yet she is not come. Had she affections and warm, youthful blood, my words would bandy her to my sweet love and his to me. But old folk, many feign as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, pale, and heavy as lead. Oh God, she comes. Oh nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send him around with Peter. Now nurse, what news? Oh Lord, why looks thou sad? No news be sad, yet tell it merrily. If good, thou shapest the music of sweet news like she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Lady dear, I am so hot. Marry, come up, my trout. Is this the poultice of my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Here's such a coil. Come, what says my Romeo?
Do you have leave to go to shrift today?
I do.
Then hie you hence to the wise woman's cell, for there stands a husband to make you a wife. Oh! Now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. They will in scarlet straight at any news. Hie me to the cell. I must another way. Ooh, I am the drudge and toil in your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Hie you to the cell. I'll to dinner.
High to high fortunes, honest nurse, farewell!
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death do what he dare. It is enough that I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in his own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore love moderately, long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow.
Here comes the lady. Oh, so light of foot will ne'er wear out that everlasting flint.
Good evening, my ghostly confessors. Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him as is his thanks too much.
Ah, Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that your skill be more to blazon it, then sweeten with thy breath this neighbour air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
Conceit, more rich in matter than in words. Rags of his substance, not of ornament. They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love has grown to such excess, I cannot sum up some of half my worth.
Come with me, and we will make short works. For by your leave you shall not stay alone, till marriage vows incorporate 2 in 1.
Let's retire. The day is hot. The capitals are abroad. And if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. Now these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of those fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his staff on the table saying, God send me no need of you. And by the operation of the second time, draws him on the draw, when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, thou art sort of jack in thy mood as any man, and the soon moved to be moody, and the soon moody to be moved.
If I was so apt to call as thou art, any man can buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple? Simple.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me close, for I will talk. Gent, good day. A word with one of you?
And but one word with one of us. Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough for that, sir, and shall give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Kushi, thou consortest with him.
Consort? What? Dost thou make us minstrels? And you make minstrels of us, look to hear nothing but discourse. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance.
We talk here in the public haunts of men. If withdrawn to some private place, who reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here are eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes are made to look. Then let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Peace be with you, sir, for here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery. Marry, go before to field. He'll be your follower, your worship in that sense. May call him man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none, therefore farewell. I see thou nurse me not.
Boy, they shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, come! Dishonorable, false submission. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What art thou?
Good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal. That you will use me hereafter. Dry beat the rest of the ape. Will you cut your staff out of its pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be back to ears ere it be out.
I am for you.
Come, sir, your passado. I'm hurt. A plague on both your houses. I'm sped. Is he gone and hath nothing?
What? How thou hurt?
Aye, a scratch, Mary. 'Tis enough. Page, go then and fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
Nay, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. 'Tis enough. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I'm peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague on both your houses. Zounds! A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat. To scratch a man to death. A braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague on both your houses! They have made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses!
This gentleman, the Queen's near ally, my very friend, has got this mortal wound on my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, and how it hath been my cousin. Ah, Juliet, thy beauty has made me effeminate, and in my temper softened bad as steel.
Romeo! Romeo! Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath aspired to clouds, which your tiny ear did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This hour doth begin the woe others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt, back again!
Again in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respected lenity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Tybalt, take back the villain that late thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, same for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou that consorting here shall lift your heads.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away! Be gone! The citizens are up, and Tybalt slain! Stand not amazed! The Queen will doom thee death as thou art taken! Hence be gone! Away!
Oh, I'm fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Which way ran he that killed Mercutio? Tybalt that murderer. Which way ran he?
There lies that Tybalt!
Up, sir. Go with me. I charge in the Queen's name. Obey.
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
My noble Queen, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. Tybalt here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Tybalt, he killed your kinsman, Mercutio.
Tybalt! My cousin! Oh, my brother's child! Oh, husband! Queen! Oh, the blood is shed of my dear kinsman! Benvolio, if thou art true, pray.
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo, that spoke him fair, bid him to think how nice the crawl was, and urge withal your high displeasure. All this uttered with gentle breath, calm look, knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt's death to peace, but that he tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast. Romeo, he cries aloud, hold friends, friends part, and swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt them rushes, underneath whose arm the envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled.
But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge, and to it they go, like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them, was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly? This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman of the Montagues. Affection makes him false. He speaks not true. Some 20 fought in this black strife, and of all could kill but one life. I beg for justice, which now the queen must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, queen. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offence, immediately do we exile him hence. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste. Else when he is found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Child, the
sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the Queen's doom.
What less than doomsday is the Queen's doom?
A gentler judgment banished from her lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death, for exile has more terror in his look, much more than death. Oh, do not say banishment.
Here from Samarkand art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Samarkand, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from the world.
Oh, deadly sin! Oh, rude unfaithfulness! Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind queen, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture, not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven, and may look on her. But Romeo may not. He is banished. And did you say banishment is not death? Hast thou no sharp brown knife, no poison mixed, no sudden mean of death, that ne'er so mean, but banished to kill me? Banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me a little speak.
Thou would speak again of banishment.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they, when that the wise have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of what thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet, my love, and Albert married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me and like me banished, then mightst thou speak, then mightst thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks, good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the breath of heartsick groans, mislike, enfold me from the search of eyes.
How can I knock? Who's there? Romeo, arise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Stand up, run to my study. Bye. Cos Will, what simpleness is this?
I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, wise woman. Oh, tell me, noble mother, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
Oh, there on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Woeful sympathy, oh, piteous predicament. Even so lies she, blubbering, weeping and blubbering. Stand up, stand if you be a man. Oh, why must you fall into so deep an oh?
Nurse,
Aye, sir, death is the end of all.
speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her?
She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then starts up again, and then Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and then down falls again.
Oh, tell me, woman, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy does my name lodge? Tell me, that I might sack this hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. What? Rouse thee, man. Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But like a mishaven and sullen wench, thou pouts upon thy fortune and thy love. Oh, take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence, and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Tashkent, where thou shalt live, till we can find the time to blaze your marriage. reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the Queen, and call ye back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, I could have stayed all night to hear good counsel. What learning is, my lord. I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Oh, here is a ring my lady bid me give you, sir. Make haste, it grows very late.
Oh, how well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence, good night, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Give me thy hand, 'tis late. Farewell, good night.
Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily, that we have no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late, she'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
These times of war afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, sir, and know her mind early tomorrow, for tonight she is mewed up with her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to Juliet, acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next. Soft. What day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Well, Wednesday is too soon. On Thursday let it be. On Thursday tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste?
My lord, would that Thursday were tomorrow?
Well, get you gone. On Thursday be it then. And go you to Juliet. Prepare her wife against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. Afore me, it is so very late that we may call it early by and by. Good night.
envious streaks do lace the stirring clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and dropping day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Your light is not yet daylight, I know it I. It is some meteor. To be his night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Tashkent. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be tame. Let me be put to death. I am content so thou wilt have it so. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is it, my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. Hie hence, be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This does not so, for she divideth us. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam, your lady mother is coming to your chamber. Be wary, the day is broke. Look about.
The window, let day in, and let life out.
Farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Oh, what thou done so, love, lord, I husband, friend. I must hear from thee every day and the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I should be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Thinkst thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these words will serve as sweet discourses in our times to come.
Oh God, I have an ill divining soul. Methinks I see thee now. Thou art so low as one dead at the bottom of a tomb. Even my eyesight fails me, or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Hello, daughter. Are you up? How now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? Wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And even if thou couldst, thou canst not make him live. Therefore have done. For some grief shows much of love, but much grief shows still someone to wit. Ah, girl, thou weepst not so much for his death, but that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo. We will have vengeance, fear thou not.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo. Till I behold him, dead, is my poor heart so for a kinsman vexed.
But now I'll tell thee of joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, wanting to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, which thou expects not, nor I looked not for.
In happy time, what day is this?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant young and noble gentleman, the county parish shall make thee a joyful bride.
He shall not make me a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I should wed, ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray you, tell my lord and father I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father, tell him so yourself. See how he will take it at your hands.
How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, she gives you thanks, but she will have none of it. I would the fool were married to her grave.
So, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. Ah. Will she none? Doth she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How? Shop logic, what is this? baggage, you tallow face!
Fie, what, are you mad?
Father, I beseech on my knees, hear me with patience but to speak a word.
And the young baggage, disobedient wretch. I'll tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch. Why, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but this only child. But now I see this one is one too much, and that we have a curse in having her.
Oh, God in heaven bless her, sir. You are to blame my Lord to rape her so.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, work, play, alone in company, and still my care hath been to have her matched. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mallet in her fortune's tender. To answer, I am not wed, I cannot love, I am too young. I pray thee, pardon me. But if thou wilt not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it, I do not use to jest. Thursday is near, lay hand on heart, advise. If you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. If you be not, and beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week. Or if thou wilt not, may my bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Speak not to me, for I'll not say a word. Do as thou wilt. I have done with thee.
God. Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse?
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing that he dares ne'er come back to challenge thee. And so the case stands as now looked up. I think it best you marry with the county. Oh, he is a lovely man. Beshrew my heart. I think you are happier in the second match, where it excels your first. Or if it do not, your first is dead. For as good you were as you live in here, and no use of him.
Speakst thou from thy heart?
And from my very soul, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me a marvellous much. I pray you, tell my mother I am gone, having displeased my father, to the wise one's cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
Go then, it is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! O most wicked fiend! It is more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue that she hath praised him with above compare, so many thousand times. Go, counsellor! Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the wise ones know her remedy. If all else fails, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir. Time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so. I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know Lady's mind. Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love.
For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom
against our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which too much minded by herself alone may be put from her by society. Now you know the reason for this haste.
I wonder not why it should be slowed. Ah, look, sir, here comes the lady toward my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, and I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confessions to this woman?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to her that you love me.
I will confess to you that I do love her.
So will you. I am sure that you love me.
Are you at leisure, holy woman, now? Or shall I come to you reading mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse thee. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door! And when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past hell.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, woman, that thou hearest of this, unless thou canst tell me how it may be prevented. Give me some present counsel. Oh, behold! 'Twixt my extremes and me this bloody knife shall play the umpire.
Hold, daughter. I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we might prevent. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of any tower, or walk me in thievish ways, or bid me lurk where serpents lie, chain me with roaring beasts, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in his shroud. Things that to heard them told have made me tremble, yet I will do them without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love. Hold. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but cease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to waning ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall, like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stiff and stark and cold appear like death. In this borrowed likeness of shrub death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as in a pleasant sleep. Now in the morning when the bridegroom comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the ancient Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift. And hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. And that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence, and this salt shall free thee from this present shame. If no inconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valour in acting it. Oh, give me! Give me! Tell me not of fear!
Hold, get ye gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send Joanna with speed to Tashkent with my letters to thy lord.
Love hath strength, and strength shall help afford.
wife on you.
Aye, forsooth.
Well, she may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
Oh, see where she comes from, Shrift. With very look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward, I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county. Go tell them of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning. Now, for God, this reverend holy woman, all our whole city is looking unto her.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet and help me sort such needed ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
Not until Thursday. There is time enough.
No, go, nurse, go with her. The marriage shall be tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provisions. It is now near night.
Dash, I will stir about, and all things shall be well, I'll warrant thee, wife. Go you to Juliet, help to deck her up. Let me alone. I'll not to bed tonight. I'll play the housewife for this once. What ho? What ho? They are all forth. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare him against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light that this same wayward girl is so reclaimed. Mwah!
Aye, those attires are best. But gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight.
What? Are you busy? Needs to my help?
No, madam. We have culled such necessaries as are be hopeful for our state tonight. So please you, let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear that thrills through my veins and almost freezes up the heat of life. Nurse! What should she do here? This dismal scene I needs must act alone. Umpire. What if it be poison, which the woman subtly hath ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage she should be dishonoured, because she married me before to Romeo? I fear it is. And yet, methinks it should not, for she has still been tried a holy one. However, when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo comes to redeem me. There's a fearful point. Will I not then
ready to go, but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day, hath death lain with thine wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law, death is my heir, my daughter he hath wedded. I will die, and leave all to him. Life, living, all is death's.
Have I fought long to see this morning's face? Forgive me such a sight as this.
Oh, cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! Most miserable hour that e'er time saw! In lasting longing of his pilgrimage, but one poor unloving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace in, cruel death hath catched it from my sight. Oh, me!
Beguiled, devoted, wrong and spited, slain, whose detestable death by thee beguiled. Cruel, cruel death, quite overthrown.
Oh child, my soul and not my child. Dead art thou. Alas, my child is dead, and with my child, my joys are buried.
Peace for shame! Confusion's cure is not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven have all, and all the better it is for the maid. And weep ye now, seeing that she is advanced above the clouds as high as heaven itself? Oh, in this love you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. Dry up your tears, and stick your rosemary on this fair corpse, and as our custom is, and in her best array, bear her to the grave.
All things that we ordain at festival turn from their office to black funeral. These bridal flowers serve for a buried corpse, and all things change them to the contrary.
Sir, go with him, and madam, go with him, and go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair corpse unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathed such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Samarkand. How now, Sashir? Dost thou not bring me letters from the wise one? How is my lady? Is my father well? How is my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently did post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it in my office, sir.
Is it e'en so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence the night.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild and do import some misadventure.
Judge, thou art deceived. Leave me and do the things I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters from the wise one?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone, and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Ah, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabout it dwells, which light I noted, in tattered weeds with overwhelming brows, culling of simples. Meagre were his looks, sharp misery had worn him to the bones. And if a man had need of poison now, to sail his present death in Tashkent, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it him. Oh, this same thought did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me. As I remember, this should be his house, but being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What ho! Apothecary! Apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see thou art poor. Here is gold for thee. Let me have a dram of poison, such swift-speeding gear that would disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, that the trunk may be discharged with breath, as violently as hasty powder fired doth hurry itself from the fatal cannon's wound.
The mortal drugs I have, but our law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. That be not poor, but break it, and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consent.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold, worth poison to men's souls, doing more murder in this loathsome world, but these poor compounds thou mayest not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come, cordial and not poison, go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
find a holy sister out, one of our order, to associate me here in the city visiting the sick. And finding her, they searched of the town, suspecting that we both rob a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Tashkent was stayed.
Who bore my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it thee, so fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune. The letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import. The neglecting it may do much danger. Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. Oh, she will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But come, we will write again to Tashkent and keep her in our cell till Romeo come. Oh, poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Give me the light. Hence, and stand aloof. Yet, put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew tree lay thee all along, holding thy ear close to the hollow ground. Give me the flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here. Yet, I will adventure.
Sweet flower, flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh woe! Thy canopy is dust and stones, with which sweet water nightly I will dew, or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans. The obsequies that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew thy bed and weep. The boy gives warning. Something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What? With a torch? Muffle me night a while.
Lord, take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light. Upon my life I charge thee, whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course.
I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live, and be prosperous. And farewell, good Tashir.
For all the same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable Moor, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I force thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food.
This is a banished, haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him.
Stop thy hallowed toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemn that villain. I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore I came hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone, and let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, Do not put another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone!
I do defy thy conjuration, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy.
Oh Lord, they fight! I will run and call the watch.
Let me peruse his face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. Give me thy hand. One rich with me in sour misfortune's book. A grave? Nay, a lantern slaughtered you. For here lies Juliet. And her beauty makes its vault a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there, by a dead man interred. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody sheet? Oh, what more favour can I do to thee, than with that hand that cut thy youth in twain, to sunder his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and the lean, abhorred monster keeps you here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that I still shall stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, O you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. O true apothecary, thy drugs
skulls. There's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long has he been there?
Full half hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not. My master knows not that I have gone hence, and fearfully would menace me with death if I did stay to look on his intents.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Romeo! Alack! What blood is this that stains the stony entrance to this grave? Romeo? Oh, pale! Who else? What? Paris too? Oh, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. Lady Stowes.
Wise one, friend, where is my love? I know well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo?
A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come away. Thy husband in my bosom there lies dead. And Paris too. Come away. I'll dispose of thee among the sisterhood. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Go with Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Don't get me hence, for I will not away. What's this? A cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison I see hath been his timeless end. Child, drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Noise? Then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There rust, and let me die.
This is the place. There where the torch doth burn.
The ground is bloody. Search about the yard. Go, some of you. Ah, pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain. And Juliet. Bleeding. Warm and newly dead. Who hath they lain these 2 days buried? Go! Run to the Capulets! Raise up the Montagues!
What should it be that is so shrieked abroad?
The people in the streets cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument. Here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and newly killed.
Heavens, wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath mista'en. For lo, this house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh me! The sight of death is a bell. It warns my old age to the grave.
For lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Oh me! The sight of death is a bell that warns my old age to the grave. Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir now early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son but has stayed her breath. What further woe can conspire against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Oh, thou untaught! What manners is in this to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected is the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand, both to impeach and purge, myself condemned and myself excused.
And say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from this city, for whom I not for Tybalt's Juliet pined. You, to remove this siege of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some means to rid her from this second marriage, or there in my cell would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo, that hither should he come as this dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But she which bore my letter was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. And when I came, some minute ere the time of her awakening, here untimely lay the noble Paris, and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she too desperate would not go with me, but as it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed, some hour before his time, unto the rigour of severest law.
Where is Romeo's servants? What can she say to this?
This letter he early me give his father, and threatens me with death, going in the book. If I depart not, and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Come, sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bade me stand aside, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to open the tomb, and by my master drew on him. Then I ran away to pull the watch.
This letter doth make good the woman's words. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, too have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Brother Montague, give me thy hand. It is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Samarkand by that name is known, there shall no figure of such rate be set, than that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity.
A gloomy peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow shall not show his head. go forth to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.